Clouds bring rain, thunder, lightning, storms, and shade. Great sunrises and sunsets. Cloud, puffy floating cotton balls with silver linings. Clouds, pregnant underbellies of dark, mystic gloom. Burst forth, give life, and renew. Clouds bring spring, summer, fall, winter. Cloud, powerful, ever-changing, magical cloud. Gina Fiore, My Italian Therapy.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm not quite sure how this is all going to turn out today. It's a little breezy. This is what we're doing today. We're going to hammer drill out the rest of the cement that was slathered in between the beautiful stones of my 1857 foundation. I did do it last year up to this point, and it came out really well. I love mortaring, so this looks really good. I did this almost the entire side, but then there's just always so much to do that I got distracted because I needed something to get rid of all this cement, because there's so much of it on this side that I knew it would take a hammer drill. So I've got all my tools ready for the day: my ear protection, my eyes, the mask, and my carpenter who's coming tomorrow to help me with the holes for my fence and to set posts. That's his hammer drill that he lent me when I was doing the sidewalk. So some of this I've pulled out already, but it's a big job. I'm just going to do this section and then I'll get to mortaring it on another day. I just want to return this hammer drill to him. Yeah, it's a problem because look, it's just slathered in there. And cement does not breathe, so it keeps all the moisture on the inside. And then I've been looking at this bucket of cement that I pulled out for 6 months, and I'm tired of looking at it. So I'm gonna go put my sheet down and I'm gonna plug my hammer drill in, and I'm going to get rid of all this cement today. Fun! process. And what happened is, they, instead of digging out all the old sand and grit and deteriorated mortar, they just slathered concrete on the top of it. So it's not even deep in there. I mean, some places there are because it was probably missing. So what I need to do after I get rid of the cement is come back, probably not today, come back and just dig out all of the loose, as you can see, all the loose sand, and use a hammer and dig in there and get rid of it about a couple inches in, because the further in I go, the more of the loose stuff comes out, and then it's able to breathe and be secure, you know, because they're layered on top of each other and they're holding up the house. So it's a process, you know, one little step at a time. But isn't that what life's all about? One little step at a time, just concentrating on the moment and enjoying the process. That's why I love doing this work on these houses so much, because I see satisfaction and I see things getting done, and there's some gratification to getting a project done every day, if not 5. So that's what I'm working on, and it's so fun, fun, fun. Taking a break from hammer drilling, and I'm going to go ahead and rake the pine needles into my planting area off the grass. The first winter that I was here, which is like 2 years ago, I saw the trees turning yellow, and I thought the 70-foot pine tree was dying, but it basically just sheds some of its needles in the fall. So I had wonderful mulch underneath that tree, beds of needles that I put into the compost pile over there. But I'm going to go ahead and rake this up before I cut the grass later. and just rake it into my bed there. These beautiful pine cones. I'm going to go ahead and put them in my garden. They'll decompose and become mulch eventually. Well, everything's somewhat cleaned up. Remember a few weeks back when I power washed the cushions? I've got the cushions on my screened-in porch back here, and got hellebores growing some roots. When Kyle comes over tomorrow, we're going to go and make sure that the generators work for the winter. So it's cleaned up over here, and now we've got grass cut, and the area where the plants are is nice and cleaned up. Got another generator under here. The one on the porch is propane. This one's gas. It's for the winter time. I've got these areas, no more concrete left. There might be little bits, but I can use a chisel when I clean out the areas before I put mortar on them. And I have to contend with these out of control strawberries. And then this area here has big gaping holes now because I pulled out all the concrete. Will soon look like this before winter time, because I put mortar in all of these spaces and put little pieces of rock, and it looks really nice. So the rest of and I will get rid of all the weeds. When I did this driveway a few years ago, there was macadam blacktop full of grass and weeds. So we dug it all up. I put about 3 inches of gravel and no fabric or anything, so the weeds come through, and I tried containing them, but it's just a matter of just pulling them out. So I'll deal with that. I'll deal with the strawberries, and I will put mortar in this section, which will be easy now because I just need to go ahead and just meditatively put in mortar. I've got to cut and make sure these strawberries are not grown into my mortar. So I'm good for now because Kyle is coming tomorrow, and we are going to put in fence posts and cement and set the posts across this back area here and along that whole section on the south side of my property. So I just want to get everything cleaned up and ready for Kyle. He's going to go ahead and put 4 holes over here so I can get the wisteria all tied up, and we can make a trellis across there. There'll be a door somehow, a gate, to be able to get into the backyard, and there'll be a fence from that post in the middle over to the left, and then this will be open so we can drive in the back just in case we need to do work. So that pile of wood from a fence in town that I rescued, I'll use it, and I'll just cut it into 9-foot sections, and I'll put up the fence at my leisure once the posts are put in. So we're also going to clean up that area. My truck bed will be repaired on Friday, so I can do a dump run on Monday, get rid of all the cement and any garbage and leftover pieces from putting in the fence posts. And then it's just every day there's like huge jobs. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this bathtub goes in the third apartment, which we won't do till spring. We do what we need to do, whatever the next step is. One step at a time, one day at a time. No stress, just a list, mini lists. Thanks for coming along. It's been fun. And tomorrow's the big fence post day.